In this video, we're going to be talking about how to check for whether there is a referee at your game or not. This is primarily for the ISL Southern League, which is the competitive league here in the Treasure Valley, and also the Outback League. I believe there is other leagues within the system, but this video is really specific to those two leagues. So what you're going to want to do, you want to go into the arbitersports.com website, which is right up here. When you click on the login, you're going to enter the email address of islsouthernsoccer@gmail.com. And the password is going to be freekick1, which is all one word with a capital F at the beginning and the number 1 at the end. So that's freekick1. Once you click the signing, you'll be dropped at this screen right here. Now we have the word schedulers already highlighted. And then we have these three options down here. You're going to want to go to the master schedule. When you click on the master schedule, you can actually sort this by various types. You can go by date, which is what I recommend you use, or you can use these drop downs to find home and away teams. I would prefer doing the date. I find that easier. So you can either type in the date or click this little calendar icon and you can select a date. I'm going to choose tomorrow, which is September the 11th. Once I've selected the date, I can hit the go button, which is right here, which will now sort the games by their date, and it starts with 9 o'clock games and works upwards from there. At this point, I want to view the referee slots. So I hit the word view and slots. Here are those games. So what you're going to see is there'll be several pages of these, I would imagine. Yep, there's 4 pages of games. And let me tell you what you're looking at. So it's fairly self-explanatory, but you've got the date, the location, the age group. There's also sometimes you get a different league in here. For example, we've got the Outback League is right here. This is just the regular league. You've got the home and away teams, so you can find out which game is yours. You have a game number here. This doesn't necessarily correspond to your league game number. This is for Arbiter's reference. Sometimes they're very similar. So for example, if your game 132, it puts a 3 in front, so it's 3-132. But I wouldn't get confused by that. Just go ahead and look for the date and time and the location and match up your fields right here. So in yellow, we have referee, AR1 and AR2. If we take this game, for example, at Madonna Park, you can see that the Nampa Premier versus the BO9 Academy Albion team has a referee assigned called Ming Chu. So Ming is going to show up and he's going to referee that game. However, these straight lines indicate that nobody else is coming to that game at this time. So there are no assistant referees coming. This particular game, for example, is an Outback 12 boys game involving the City of Eagle and Nampa Premier, and it's taken place at Gerber Park over in Eagle. Notice there is a blank line right here and there is no referee selected. This is because no referee has either A, been assigned or has been accepted into that slot. The way assigning works is that the assigner puts somebody in the slot and they ask them to accept the slot, and a referee has an opportunity to accept or decline. So if they decline it or they couldn't find anybody to fill that slot, it will remain a blank, which means there will be no referee showing up to that game. And you can keep on going, putting different dates in and different times, and you'll be able to see whether you have a referee or not. This will change almost on an hourly basis, because obviously there's a lot of text that fly back and forth between the assigner and the referees. There's also some software updates that happen. So I wouldn't recommend just looking at this once. I would certainly recommend looking at it like the week prior or middle of the week. Say for example, you've got a game on Saturday, I'd be checking on like Wednesday, but I would certainly be keeping an eye on it on a daily basis. Now, normally assignments are about a week out. So if you try and look more than a week out, you're probably going to get a lot of empty slots. I wouldn't worry about those for now. Just worry about the more immediate games. So once you're done looking, what you can do is you can either hit the exit button right here, or you can just close your browser and be done. And that's how you check for whether you have referees or not. There will also be a document on the website which will walk you through the process in a PDF. So it's a printed copy, and feel free to print that out and distribute it. There's no privacy information that you can have access to or anything like that. So Good luck, everybody. Hopefully that will help you anticipate whether there's going to be referees at your game.